Hi everyone, I'm going to show you my most recent Goodwill book haul today. I got so many good books and I cannot wait to show you what I have. So hi, my name's Tallia. I am the Bandana book mom, and I actually picked up these books from Goodwill probably about 2 weeks ago, but I have just been busy, and then I was sick for a while and my kids have been sick and I haven't had a chance to film about them. But it kind of worked out nicely because as I was prepping for this video and reading over the books, I got excited about them all over again. So I'm pretty excited to show you what we have today. A lot of historical fiction. I think I have 4 historical fiction and a couple others as well. So we're gonna go through the historical fiction first. And also, I originally went to Goodwill to see if I could find any books that are on my TBR that I have on Goodreads, because as I watch more and more booktubers, my list just gets longer and longer. There's like, I think it's like 150 books that I want to read right now, and I have very few of them. So I was like, I'll go to Goodwill and see if I can find any. I only found one that was actually on my TBR, so that's the first book I'm going to show you. And then I just made my TBR even longer, so it is what it is. So the first one is The Giver of the Stars by Jojo Moyes. So this had been on my radar to read. This is about a woman who moves from England, marries an American, and ends up in like rural Kentucky. And she ends up being part of Eleanor Roosevelt's traveling library. So she and a group of other women take books into very remote areas to people that don't have access to books, to literature. So just sounds really good, based on true story. So I have just heard nothing but good things about this on BookTube. So I'm really excited to have it in my collection. Next we have When the Apricots Bloom by Gina Wilkinson. So Gina Wilkinson, the author of this book, was actually living in Baghdad under the regime of Saddam Hussein, and she became friends with an Iraqi woman who actually ended up being an informant for the secret police, and they were basically like trying to get information about Americans and trying to use that against America. So when she found out that that's what this woman was, she like wondered like, well, how much of our friendship was actually real? Like, was she doing this just to be like, just because she had to, or, you know, why was she even my friend? So she wrote this book, which is fiction, but it follows a woman who is the police, the secret police come to her and say, you're going to befriend this other woman and get us information. So it's from that viewpoint. And then it's from the viewpoint of the other woman who is being befriended and doesn't know that it's from the secret police and that the woman doesn't really want to be her friend, but she's being forced to be by them. And then there's another woman as well who is some sort of used to be wealthy but now is living in poverty, and her story like intermingles with these as well. So again, I love stories that are based on true life stories, and it'll just be really interesting to see where this one goes. I hadn't heard anything about this prior to finding it in Goodwill, so it'll be interesting to see. Next we have Remember Me by Mario Escobar. This is a Spanish Civil War novel, which I know nothing about, but basically it's about a child and his siblings. Their parents are they're growing up living in Madrid. I think it was Madrid. Was it? Yes, in Madrid. And their parents end up aligned against the government at that time. So it becomes increasingly dangerous for them to be there. And then Mexico actually says that they will protect the children of the people in Spain who are against their government. So their parents send them across the ocean to the city of Morelia, where it's safe for children to be. So it's about the son and his siblings who go across and are living in Morelia against their parents, away from their parents, and just their story of pretty much growing up alone and fending for themselves and not knowing like if their parents are coming back, if they're ever going to see them again. And this is based on true stories of children of Morelia, so true stories of kids who lived there during this point in history. So again, something I know nothing about. I'm so excited because I was never really excited about history at all until I started reading historical fiction. And even though a lot of it's fiction, you get such a good taste of just things people have experienced in the world that I will never experience. So I love learning about history in this way. One more historical fiction. I'm gonna have to space these out because it's a lot of like deep reading. I'll have to like mix in some fantasy as well when I'm planning my reads for these. But I also have The Plague by Albert Camus. And this is about the plague that took place, multiple, I don't know which one this focuses on actually, because I looked it up and there have been multiple plagues in the city of Iran, which is a coastal town in North Africa. This was like a port city, still is a port city. So there was lots of just ships coming in and out, and this was like a main epicenter for multiple plagues throughout history, like the 1500s, and like seemed like every kind of century or so they had like a plague going on there. So this is fiction as well, about the accounts of the plague in that city. So should be interesting. Okay, next we have Amy Tan's The Joy Luck Club. I have heard of this book. I think it's a movie. I don't know if that's where I've heard of it, but have never picked it up. So this is about a group of Chinese women who get together and play mahjong. And they've been doing it for years and years and years and eating Chinese delicacies and having a good time. And one of them passes away, and for one reason or another, their daughter ends up joining the group to play, and starts bonding with these women and learning more about her mother's past. So I just thought it'd be good. It was a title I recognized that I didn't have in my collection, so I thought I would add it to the TBR. Okay, this I was very excited about. So I actually was looking for more Agatha Christie, but I didn't know I was gonna find this beast. And I didn't even know this really existed. So this is called Masterpieces in Miniature. And this is a book of short stories by Agatha Christie. And I had no idea. I knew she had written some short stories, but I didn't know that there was so many. And yeah, I didn't know you could get them all like in a big thing like this. And I don't even think this is all of them. Like there's more besides this. So this book was only $3.99. It's ginormous and it's in like perfect condition. So I was so excited because it's just exciting to get such a big book in such good condition of Agatha Christie short stories. So I just read my first Agatha Christie book. My review of that will be in my next recent reads video. And I don't know, I don't think I'll pick this up and read this all the way through because I don't know, it just might be a lot, but I think like it'll be fun just to have like maybe in my van and read like one short story when I'm waiting to pick my kids up or whatever. So yes, I'm excited about that. So that's all my books. Also, bonus books, I got 2 Magic Tree House books for my kids. They are just at the age where they're starting to listen to like basic beginner chapter books. And we have read the Magic Tree House Dinosaurs Before Dark before because we got that from the library and they loved it. So I got that one. And then one of my sons loves penguins. So I saw this one and I was like, we have to have that. For those of you that don't know Magic Tree House books, it's like this son, well, it's like a boy and a girl, so brother and sister, and they find this magic tree house in the woods and they climb up to it, and then whatever book they find and they say, I want to go there, they go there in the book and get to have an adventure. So super cute. My kids really like them, and it's fun for me to be moving on from something other than picture books, although there's lots of good picture books too, but it's fun to do a little more. Okay, last but not least, not a book, but how cool is this? It's like dice that you can use for activities, and I had to have them. So it's like activities, like do a duck waddle, hop on 1 foot, jumping jacks, and like, I'm not sure exactly what arm climbers mean. I'll have to make up something for that. But it's that, and then it's like the other one's just numbers. So you can roll these for your kids and then be like, okay, hop on 1 foot 6 times. And then we can take turns rolling and have an activity. So totally random, but I got it on my Goodwill haul, so I thought I would share that because it's just super fun. So that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I found in Goodwill and that it inspires you to go out and do some book shopping as well. Have a great day wherever you are. Read some good books. And if you are having a bad hair day, just wear a bandana. Bye.